Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and specifically, it is about MoneyGram, Ripple, and XRP, because just a few hours ago, MoneyGram released its first earnings report since they started using XRP in Q3. So this is the 2019 third quarter results, and I'll put a link to the webcast, which is just about an hour long, along with the press release and the 20-page PowerPoint presentation in the description below. So they kicked off the webcast with talking about their key accomplishments, and they are in a digital transition right now. 20% of the money transfer transactions are digital. And in regards to their revenue, on a sequential basis, they have seemingly stabilized. They are also going to pursue more high margin corridors because margins in the US are quite thin. So this is a good thing when we talk about how they're going to go after the cross-border remittances outside the US. Here you can see their US outbound growth grew nearly 30% year on year. But I found that the mobile part of their business is really looking strong. They've had 1.2 million downloads thus far. They're in 25 countries. It attracts a younger demographic. That younger demographic is sticky. So customers that are sticky tend to stick around longer, and they are repeat customers, which is a very good thing. And when we compare to Western Union, you can see on the Western Union's website that they now are doing 59% of their business conducting that on their mobile app. So clearly, this is the trend to go digital. So with the on-demand liquidity, you can see the partnership with Ripple is very, very much on its way. They have integrated their technology into their standard treasury process, and they execute foreign currency transactions with a portion of their daily funding needs done with XRP, the on-demand or ODL product. And MoneyGram is doing it right now in Mexico. And as a result of this success, according to Mr. Holmes, the CEO, he is looking to expand to new corridors before the end of this year. They're also going to make a roadmap on potential new use cases to improve their digital payments offering. Now, what would that be? Well, with the creative minds at Ripple, sky's the limit. They can think of anything new, but usually you see things like debit cards, prepaid cards, mobile wallets, QR codes, automatic payments or bill pay, points and rewards. Yeah, we just don't know exactly because they didn't go into detail, but the fact that they have now the opportunity to do that is, I think, a very, very exciting. So I then will tell you that they moved over to having the CFO speak. That's Larry Angelilli, and he took on that role to get even into more detail about the Ripple blockchain and how it provides what they call the real-time settlement. And here in this graphic, you can see where they buy XRP on a US exchange, they then sell it to a Mexican exchange, and then it then comes out in as pesos, and that happens in about 60 seconds. So using XRP as a unit of measure, they are able to reduce their inventory of pesos and also reduce their exposure to volatility during the shortened time that they have to hold them. This is very much like JIT inventory, and that JIT is just in time, and they are doing that for their currency position, reducing their capital needs. The majority of the benefits, of course, are going to come with scale in the future, but they are having this success, even despite it's only 10% of their peso daily volume right now. And as they develop those new markets and bring liquidity to these new places around the globe, there will be significant scale, no doubt. And they're adding new currencies by the fourth quarter, and they will develop these new currency pairs that don't include the US dollar over the next coming months. So I think, yeah, what I think here, let me just speculate a little bit. What currencies do I think they will be in Q4? Well, based on Mr. Kitao, the CEO of SBI, in his presentation on the 30th, he said that they will use XRP from Japan to Southeast Asia through SBI Remit. SBI Remit has been a longtime partner of MoneyGram, and he also went on to say that SBI Ripple Asia will be covering half of Ripple's global payments once it's activated. That's a huge statement. So I do think that one of those new currency pairs is going to involve the yen. Oh wait, MoneyGram, this is very interesting. MoneyGram is compensated for developing and bringing liquidity to these markets, as well as providing a reliable level of foreign exchange trading activity on a daily basis. So you know that the competition is really paying attention here. Q3, the third quarter, is the first time that MoneyGram was able to record revenue from this agreement. And then it basically went into the question and answers towards the end. And Barclays asked, it's kind of silly. I don't think he was listening. He asked if there's potential revenue opportunity with Ripple. Well, I definitely heard that on a couple of occasions, but he answered it again that yes, there is opportunity, short-term and long-term, with this Ripple agreement. Although it is minor to start, they are going to have an opportunity to move money directly into the accounts with other partners. And they are in conversations right now. It's happening, and they're excited to ramp those up and get it going, which will be all new revenue opportunities. Good for them. And also then there was a question that came from JMP Securities, and he asked it, what is the cost, or what is the saving opportunity using XRP? And for the peso, as an example, it is liquid, yes, but the peso can fluctuate 2% in a day, and that's a basis risk. And when you take all the currencies that they are handling on a daily basis, that is something that doesn't show up on a line item of a P&L, but it is definitely a basis risk. So the pre-funding around the world, when you scale, is definitely eliminated when you use ODL. This deal is all about how you fundamentally change the way money is moved. So when you have 20,000 plus corridors, Mr. Holmes said it is so compelling. So the opportunity is just sitting there, as he said, and the company that will be able to do this and monetize it is going to do exceedingly well. And that's what they are running hard against. So it's an awesome opportunity to fundamentally rethink how money moves around the globe. I think that this is just the start of a very big thing. So to recap, the efficiencies are there for their foreign exchange management. And when they bring liquidity to new markets, MoneyGram is going to benefit in that. There is a clear upside, and that is in the way that will be compensated. Now, they didn't want to give the details of how that compensation is because of the competitive perspective, but pushing volume is going to be a revenue stream. So interesting. And money movement, real-time account deposit services, utilizing XRP and blockchain into partners on the RippleNet, into exchanges, is going to provide that new revenue. So this is all happening in the coming months. This is a brand new opportunity for them. And yeah, like I said, competition should be really paying attention. Okay, everybody, I'm going to jump to the fluff, and I'm going to talk about something that differentiates Japan. It happens to be omotenashi. Omotenashi is the word that's used for hospitality. It's very conceptual, so it could be the customer service, it could be the way you present things, it could be the extra little added service that Japan is so famous for. And I just want to share with you some of that omotenashi. And they are really on a hard driving omotenashi campaign because of the 2020 Olympics. So we have really seen an increase. Now, this isn't something that's necessarily increased because of the Olympics, but the amount of service people that provide safety in this country is unbelievable. This is somebody who's just guarding the space of a little drip of water that's coming down on some walkway somewhere, and they will just make sure that nobody gets wet from this dripping water. This is a true story, just last week I had one of these people who were working a construction area of a brand new tower mansion that was going up, and they had to reroute the pedestrian and bicycle traffic around to let the workers who were using big machinery work without endangering anybody. And I was on my bicycle, and this person ran with me to show me the route of how to go around, because I was a little confused, like, what, I can't. And so literally ran beside my bicycle to show me how to go around the construction. I was just, it's just unbelievable. And the taxi doors all open automatically. So when you do come, it is part of the service. Don't touch the door. It's opened and it's closed for you. One of the other ones that I think you'll really enjoy is when you take the bullet train, which is the Shinkansen, and they are cleaned every time they come into the station. There is a team of cleaners that go in and do this very quickly. They can vacuum and wipe everything down in literally like 10 minutes. And when they finish, as the customers, as the new riders for the new leg of the journey get on, the cleaning crew will give you this group bow. It's just so polite. And you'll also find it when you land. So take a window seat. When you land in Japan, you'll find that the ground crew will also greet you with this very deep bow. And when you do leave, you'll get a bow and a wave from the ground crew. It's really quite amazing. And if your flight is delayed, you just might get a group bow from the staff working the ticket counter. And last but not least, this is my favorite. They have someone working the baggage belt, and they always turn the baggage around so that the handle is positioned so you can easily take it off the rotating belt. Yeah, this gal actually was wiping down the suitcases before. Maybe they got a little wet in some rain. I'm not sure. I haven't actually seen the wiping down of the suitcase, but they do prepare the baggage so that it is easy to take off for you, and they turn those handles around. It's just great. I love it. All right, everybody. Yeah, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.